Hey everybody, this is Curtis with Everything Ham Radio. Today I'm here at the Cowtown Hamfest, and I ran into our section manager here for North Texas. Now this is Steve, KG5VK, and he is our section manager now for about 10 months or so. So Steve, what made you run for section manager?
I'm thrilled you asked. The main reason I ran, Curtis, is because in all the different places I've lived since I've had a license in 1972, there's only one section I lived in, and I got to actually meet the section manager, and that was in Louisiana. And I was like, that's screwed up. And so I retired again, and then I heard that Jay Urish was not going to run for section management again, and that the position was probably going to be open for somebody to run. So I threw my name in the hat after I talked to my lovely spouse and reached out and talked to a couple of other section managers that I know of, one over in Louisiana, John Mark Robinson, he's a great guy. And I said, what do you think about me doing this? Am I stupid or am I crazy or what? And John Mark over in Louisiana said, if you don't do this, it's a sin, because you'd be great at it. And my wife said she would support me at it. So I got the nomination package from the ARRL, turned it in with about 6 hours to spare on the nomination deadline, and as they say, the rest is history. I ran against a great guy, Ken Mitchell, KD2KW, and Ken and I ran a polite campaign with each other, and in most places, I think all but one place, we were standing together presenting our podium. And right after I was awarded the section manager job, I hired Ken as one of my assistant section managers. And Ken and I have working luncheons every once in a while, never often enough, but life gets in the way. Mm-hmm. And he came up with this thing called an ambassador program, which I fell in love with. And the ambassador program is a way for us to even reach out to more members in our section and have face-to-face time. And so my goal in approaching this was to be more in touch with members. And thanks to great guys like you that have podcasts, you and Jason Johnson, to mention just two, we have a lot of modern tools to reach out, but face-to-face time, gripping and grinning, shaking hands and answering concerns and stuff like that is very important to me. And so much so that in the first 10 months, I've had 29 appearances at either club meetings, different club meetings, because some I've done a couple of times during that term, that 10 months, but I'm only counting them once, okay? And then 9 other events like Hamfest, conventions, so forth. So like Joda, I had 2 appearances at 2 different Joda things, and that doesn't sound like a big deal, 2 appearances during Joda weekend, but you've got to remember everything in Texas is big and spread out. So. And that was one of the common questions when I was running was, are you willing to travel? Yes, I was willing to travel, and I've proven that. So, and I attended 13 different field day sites during field day weekend personally, and our team managed to visit 22 field day sites. So I feel I've done good on what I wanted to do. I'm nowhere near done, and I want to actually improve upon it. And of course, it's only been 10 months.
Right. There's always more field days.
Oh yeah.
There's always more club meetings.
And field day, I'm going to try to be as aggressive as I was before, but I got to shift my visits over towards the northwest corner of the state. So.
Now, what about Winter Field Day? Are you going to be doing that?
I'm not doing anything for Winter Field Day because I had a conflict. Another club needs my help that weekend, so I'm at a club meeting to support them with some turmoil they've got going on, and I'll leave that at that.
And what about any of your team? Are you gonna...
I don't know if any of the team members are going to be at Winter Field Day or not. My gut feeling is no. It's just not a high priority thing right now. And I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. I will tell you on a positive thing that the ARRL, well, let me rephrase that. W1AW is going to be on the air for Winter Field Day. And there's a local contest club in Newington, Connecticut that is going to be active during Winter Field Day from W1AW. So it's not really widely supported by ARRL, but it is gaining traction. So
well, it's gaining traction with everybody.
Yeah, it's work in progress.
Yeah, it is a really neat little program, and especially with wintertime, things happen, and it doesn't matter whether it's hot or cold or whatever. Things happen.
Well, I think we as North Texans and even Delta Division, ARRL Delta Division, and West Gulf both, we see the climate that we're severely worried about, rightly so, the safety of people during traditional field day weekend because of heat stroke and heat exhaustion. It's really rough, and we definitely welcome the more moderate climate of winter field day, even if it does happen to ice on us.
Or the rare occasion of snow here in Texas. Once every 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, we had some recently, so.
Not now in my part of town. So what are your plans for the section for the rest of your term?
Okay, the main thing I'm still struggling with is communication with members. I publish a newsletter to members monthly. There's 1 month I didn't do that in this last 10 months, and that was November. And I'm gonna use the sad excuse, it's a sorry excuse, of the holidays. I took basically November off, so I didn't really do anything in November, section management wise. And I don't really feel bad about that because I was pretty aggressive on my site visits before I knew I was going to be on the East Coast for the section manager indoctrination ceremony. So I had to go up there to get flogged and stuff at Newington. But at any rate, it hasn't all been good. I've approached and solved some problem issues, repeater coordination. But the repeater coordination, the VHF-FM Society has been working with me on that, and we have a more aggressive, positive approach that they are pursuing. And they recently added the ability for members that are wanting to get a construction permit, or all that can be done online, including paying the fees through PayPal. So it helps them track who's paid, and it helps the members have an accounting of when they paid and how much paid, because I was getting calls from people well, I mailed a money order and then I don't remember who it went to, and that was 9 months ago, and what did I get in return for my $40? Right. Things like that. So hey Greg, so the Texas VHF-FM Society is positively being proactive in solving those problems that we've heard about. And I heard about some of these problems even before I got into the section management job. So the people are the most important thing to me. And recently I started a program on certificates of merit from section managing. So if you have somebody in your club or your organization or community that is doing a fantastic job, Send me about 6 bullet points, and I'll get a certificate out for you. And the reason I would like the bullet points is I would like to include a citation of award with that certificate that says some of the accomplishments that they've done. And along that, I'm really thrilled you asked, is because every year, this time of year, the ARRL makes the announcement that they are soliciting nominees for 6 ARRL awards. More often than not, those awards never get awarded to anybody because nobody ever nominates anybody.
Right.
That's sad. We have over 4,400 ARRL members in North Texas and the 68 counties that we have. We have people that are worthy of those awards.
Absolutely.
And some of those can go to clubs and teams. Okay? So I mentioned those in at least one of my past newsletters, the recent one. Okay? And the other thing is we have 2 Facebook pages. I don't use Facebook. I know. So there's an alternative to that. We have ARRLNTX.org. We also have Groups.io, which is an interactive place that we can discuss things amongst our group, our peers. And of course you can contact me at KG5VK at ARRL.org. And Curtis, I'm glad you showed up. We could have some FaceTime.
I am too.
Great.
I know, I've been to Ham now for about 25 years.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, you're the first section manager I've ever met.
Yeah.
That's
screwed up.
It is. I've really been impressed with the way that you've done since you came in and the team that you've put together. Y'all all work great. You communicate great. You're constantly posting on Facebook and your newsletters, and all that is awesome.
Thank you.
I highly recommend the work that you're doing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And I applaud you for what you're doing because I watch your podcast and I go, man, this guy he's communicating the message. He's getting out there and talking to people. And donate a couple of dollars to the guy. Help him out. He'll appreciate it. Him and Jason Johnson they do it for love, but it doesn't pay the bills. Network bandwidth, all those things, tools and toolbox, it does cost a couple of dollars. So dump them $5 donation in, But anything else on your mind?
I think that's it. Anything you want to add?
No, I'm good, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on and talking to us.
If there's a Hamfest or convention in our section, come see me. That's where I'm at. I only missed one the last 10 months because the Microwave Update, the Microwave Society had a convention the same time the Belton Hamfest, and Belton has not been getting love traditionally from North Texas, to the point that they were wanting to succeed from our section, which there's a way to do that. But that would mean North Texas would lose money from the budget. And I didn't want that because the money in the budget helps me buy books, take them to club meetings, donate them, give them to raffles and so forth and so on. And I do get a little bit offset with that personally for like billeting expenses, like I spent the night in the motel room last night. So I'm going to claim that in the budget, but it's very modest. I don't claim road miles. I could claim the 58.5 cents miles per mile, but I don't do that because I don't believe in that. I want to give back. So I do it for esprit de corps, camaraderie, fellow membership, and I welcome emails. You need to contact me, KG5VK at ARRL.org. Thanks, Curtis.
Appreciate it very much.
Hey, brother. You take care.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all very much for watching this video, and thank you, Steve, for talking with us here. I will have all the links that he mentioned in the description of this video below. If you have any questions about them, concerns, anything like that that he can help you with, please shoot him an email. Check out the website and the Facebook group. Like I said, they are awesome and very active in the community. So thank y'all for watching, and until next time, y'all, we'll see you later.